What is your name?
My name is Cherry Marbagas.
Cherry Mark Bagat. So
Yes,
can I
yes,
call you
sir.
Cherry?
Yes, sir.
Can you just stand up and walk a bit behind? Walk a bit behind and just put up your hand. No, put up your hand in this way so that I can see your fingers. A bit up, a bit up. Put up your hand. Okay. Are you strong?
Yes, sir. I'm strong.
Okay. What about the medical condition? Do you are you aware of any medical problems that you are having?
No, sir.
No,
I'm medical,
okay.
sir.
Okay, just sit down. What is your age?
34, sir.
34. Your height and your weight?
I'm 5 height, sir.
You are 5.
Yes, sir.
Your weight?
142 weight, sir.
Your marital status?
Sir,
Are you married, single mother, or what?
I'm married, sir.
You are married.
Yes, sir.
You're still with your husband?
Yes, sir.
How many children do you have?
2, sir.
Age?
My first child is 14 years old and second child 12 years old.
14 is a boy or a girl?
Sir,
14 is a lalaki or a babae?
my first child is a boy.
Boy.
Second child is girl.
12 is a girl, huh? Now when you come here, who is going to look after your 2 children?
My mother and my sister and my husband.
Oh, you got your mother, your sister, and your husband. Have you got the consent of your husband to come to work?
Yes, sir.
What about your mother and sister?
It's okay, sir. That not problem for them.
You have already spoken to them. You have already got a consent from them.
Yes, sir.
Are you mentally prepared to go overseas to work again? Are you mentally
Yes, sir.
prepared? You will not
Yes,
change your
sir.
mind? You will not change your mind?
Oh, sir, no.
No, you are sure?
I'm sure, sir.
Okay, I see that you have experience working in Malaysia and the Middle East before. Okay, so that means you will not be homesick. Will you be homesick?
No, sir. I'm not homesick, sir.
No, because you have got so many years of experience working in
Yes, sir.
overseas. What is your husband's occupation?
Farmers
Your
hard workers, sir.
farmer. And where is your barangay?
Pinakpok Kalinga, sir.
Pinokok, Palingga. Where is it? I never heard of this small place. Is it near to where? Is it near to Isabella or what? Or in Mindanao?
Manila, sir. Part in Manila.
Oh, I see. It's the province of Manila. How many hours to Manila?
Manila in my place is 1 night trip, sir.
Huh?
1 night trip, sir.
No. How long do you take to travel from your province to Manila, to central Manila, where you are now? How long does it take to travel?
Maybe 12 hours, sir. My place in Manila.
12 hours. That means this place cannot be in Manila.
Yeah.
It is not in Manila if it take 12 hours. Okay,
Yes,
never
sir.
mind.
Yeah.
What is your educational level?
High school graduate only, sir.
High school, how many years?
4 years, sir.
Okay, I want to know your experience. What are your experiences? Your experience?
My experience in my life, sir. I'm graduating in in high school life.
No, your experience, your working experience, your working experience. What was your working experience, or rather experiences? Can you tell me your experiences?
I think, sir, I have no experience, but I'm only experienced only I go Malaysia and Saudi. That's why only, sir.
Yeah, that are your important experiences. Why you say you got no experience? You will just let me know that your experiences are working in Saudi and Malaysia. Okay. Now you have worked in Malaysia before. In Malaysia,
Yes, sir.
from what year to what year?
2 years, sir.
What year to what year?
Yeah.
From what year to what year? 2 years. That means from 20 what to?
2010 and 2012, sir.
Okay, that means you work for 2 years. Did you finish your contract?
I'm finished, sir.
From 2010, what month?
June 21 and until June 21, 2012.
So you finished exactly 2 years. June
Yes, sir.
21 to June 21. 2012. Where were you working in Malaysia? Where was the place that you were working?
Jubang Jaya, sir.
Subang Jaya. And your employer is what? Is a Malay, Chinese, or Indian?
Chinese, sir. The name is Sohong Beng.
Oh, I see. Okay. So now you've been working for a Chinese family. What was the
Yes.
job that you were doing in the house? Household work, household chores, of course you have to do. And what about looking after children or looking after elderly people when you're working for this family? What was your main job working for this family?
The cleaning house, sir, and cleaning the car, and all those, sir, can I do because sometimes I go to another family, to their relatives in the employer, so I pay children like that.
Okay, household work, I'm sure you have experiences doing household work because you also work in the Middle East. Household work like mopping, sweeping, cleaning the bathroom, making up the bedroom, and of course there are little jobs like maybe cleaning up the cupboard. All these jobs I'm sure you're well versed with it, like washing the clothing, ironing, or even cooking, right? Do you have any good experiences in all this work, like cleaning the house,
Sir,
cooking?
all that, sir, can I do?
You can
Yes.
Okay, household work, I think you shouldn't have any problem. What about looking after children in the house? In this house, do you look after children or looking after elderly people?
Yes, sir, no problem. If help, can I do my responsibility?
I know. I'm
Okay.
talking about you working in Malaysia for the 2 years. What was your job?
No, sir. I have no baby to job there because my employer the four in their house, but see big already, no baby.
I really cannot understand you, okay? You listen to my question, okay? While working with the family in Subang or Subang Jaya, were you asked to look after children or looking after elderly people?
Looking the children, sir.
How many children do this family have?
4, sir.
4 children they have. How old were they?
The first child, 20, and then 20, 18. The last child is 7 years old.
2018, one more?
14.
14 and 7.
Yes.
Okay, the 7 still needs your attention. The 14, you might have to help a bit, but 20 and 18, probably they are very independent. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, what was your job in looking after the children? Do you cook for them? Do you help them in their homework, or do you take them to outside the house to wait for the bus? Then after the bus comes, they go to school. Then you only start your work, and when they come back, you make sure that the child comes back and safely. So what was your job when you are looking after the children? What was your job?
After the children, sir, I
Yeah.
met in school, the 7 years old, and then I come back, I cleaning the house, and I cook. After that, I was car, sir.
I see. When the child comes back from school, do you actually wait for the child to come down from the bus, take the child to the house? The child goes to school in a bus or what? Or is it just close by where they just walk to the school?
I walk in school, sir, because near in house.
So you walk with the child to the school, am I right?
Yes, sir.
So you take the child to the school. What about when the child finish school? Do you go to school and take the child back?
Yes, sir.
So that was the 7 years old. What about the 14 years old? Is it the same?
No problem, sir. The 14 years old. I am take care only 7 years old.
I see, okay. So do you feed the child, the 7 years old? Do you feed him?
No, sir.
No, and bathe for him? Do you bathe for the child, 7 years old? Do you take shower?
Yes, sir. I take shower only.
Okay. Now, you said that you do cooking.
No cooking, sir.
No cooking. So who does the cooking for the child?
I'm their mother, sir.
The mother is not working.
No working, sir. Inside the house only.
Oh, I see. So in other words, the mother actually is also in the house. The mother will be doing the cooking for the child. So you will look after the child when he goes to school, and when he comes back from school, you do the housework. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
But so far, do you know how to cook any Chinese food?
Yes, sir. I know.
What is the Chinese food?
Like what's that? But simple only, sir.
Okay, I'm sure you know how to fry an egg or the fish or fry vegetable, and also
Steamed fish only, sir.
steam fish, cook the rice, some simple meals, because the mom is doing all the cooking now. If the family which you are going to work later on, if the mom willing to teach you to cook, are you willing to learn?
Yes, sir. I'm willing to learn, sir.
If the Indian family, of course, they also like to cook curry, so you also have to learn. Is it okay?
It's okay, sir.
If the Malay or Indian family, so they will like you to learn their cooking, and maybe they will expect you to cook for them. Is that okay?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, the other place you work is in the Middle East.
Yes, sir.
The Middle East from what year to what year?
1 year to 1 year, sir. 2014 to 2016, sir.
Did you finish your contract?
I finished, sir.
Okay, what was your job while you were in the Middle East? Which country were you in the Middle East?
Maybe, sir, the same in Malaysia because
No, which country is it? You were in Saudi Arabia?
Saudi Arabia and Riyadh, sir.
Great, okay. So what was your job?
The same, sir, in Malaysia.
Okay.
Cleaning the house, ironing,
Uh,
and cleaning the floor, like that, the bed sheet, change the bed sheet.
okay, so you are also doing all the housework in the Middle East. How many DH were there in the house in the Middle East?
I'm only one, sir.
Oh, I see. How big is the family? How many person?
3 people only, sir.
3 person only. That means
Yes, sir.
sir, mom, and 1 child.
Maybe I hope there have already family, sir.
3 person. This 3 person means who? Were you looking after an elderly person? Sir, mom, and 1 more is who?
Their child is I have because there is a boy. He have already family.
Oh, the child is already grown up,
Yes, sir.
right? So the sir and the mom must be quite old. How old is the sir and mom?
64 my
Okay.
sir and
Okay,
54
so actually
the mom.
your job is mainly to take care of the house when you were in Riyadh, am I right?
Yes, sir.
So it's only housework. How big was the house? Is it a very big house?
Condo, sir.
It's a condo.
Condominium.
How many rooms?
3 rooms only, sir.
Oh, it's not very big. So you only take care of the house, you do the cooking. Am I right? Do you do the cooking?
Yes, sir, I know.
Do you know how to cook? Do you know how to cook any Arabic food?
Yes, sir, I know.
What are the food that you know how to cook? Can you name me 3 types of Arabic food?
I cook wait lang.
Never mind, you have forgotten, never mind. But are you willing to learn to know how to
Yes,
cook?
sir, I'm
Yes, you're sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about Philippine food? You know how to cook?
Yes, sir, I know.
Yes, So, when you come to Malaysia, can you promise me that you will finish your contract of at least 2 years?
Yes, sir, I promise, sir.
Okay. When you come here, of course, we will allow you to have the off days and the handphone. But if the mom is very busy and wants you to work, are you willing to work without off days?
I'm willing, sir.
You're willing, okay, you will be compensated if you are willing to work. You work hard, then of course you will earn more. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Are you willing to work without a handphone?
Yes, sir, I'm willing.
You're okay, but of course we will allow you to call back anytime you want. You're willing, the
Yes,
employer
sir.
will allow you to call back. Is that okay?
Yes, sir, I know. Yes.
Is there any question that you want to ask me?
Maybe not yet, sir.
Not yet, What about looking after elderly people? Do you have any experience looking after elderly people, like those people who are sick, maybe those who are invalid? Do you have any experience?
No, sir.
Are you willing?
I'm having.
Let's say if I got an employer want to employ you to look after their old mother or the old father, where they are sick, where they can hardly walk, or they are invalid. Are you prepared to do the job?
Yes, I prepare, sir. Can I do everything?
You can do, so you are okay with that,
Yes, sir.
What about looking after a baby? Do you think you can help to look after a baby?
Yes, sir. Can I do?
Do you have any experience looking after a baby? A baby means a sanggol, it is not a child, cannot walk, cannot talk. Do you know?
I know, sir, because I have a mother already.
You are a mother already, so you have the experience. Do you know how to take a bath for the baby, feed the baby, change diaper? Do you know?
Yes, sir. I know.
You know,
sir.
so you're willing,
I'm willing, sir.
Now, if the house has a pet, can you take care of the pet, like feeding the pet, or maybe just taking a shower for the pet? Do you think you can?
I can, sir.
Yes. Now, ironing, washing the clothing, maybe hand wash. Is it okay?
I'm okay, sir. I'm willing.
Yes. Are you afraid to be alone in the house?
Yes, sir.
Just listen to me again properly. Now, sometimes the family is very small. The mom goes to work, the children goes to school, and nobody except you in the house. Are you afraid to be alone in the house?
No, sir.
No, Can you obey to the rules and regulations of the employer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Do you have any friends or relatives here?
No, sir.
No, can you promise that you will not bring any friends or relatives to the house without the permission of the employer?
No, sir. Yes, sir, yes.
Yes, Now, if the employer is a vegetarian, that means they don't take meat. Do you think you can accommodate the employer? That means eat vegetarian in the house, but you can go out. Of course, you can eat whatever you like to eat. Is that okay?
It's okay, sir.
Are you afraid of height? Let's say you need to climb a small little ladder, a small little stool to clean the window or to clean the fan. Is that okay?
It's okay, sir.
Okay. Now, if I'm the employer, what would you tell me so that I will employ you as my helper? What would you tell me if I'm the employer?
I'm honest, hardworking, and responsible, sir.
Okay, you're honest, hardworking, and responsible, And also, of course, you will need to listen to the instruction of the employer. Do not argue with the employer. Is that okay?
It's okay, sir.
Okay. Is there any question that you want to ask me? Any question? No, okay.
I think, sir, no.
Huh?
No, sir.
No, okay. Anything you want to ask about the terms and conditions, the salary, you can ask Mom Bet, Is that okay?
It's okay, sir.
Okay, bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.